Reactor Rama with Fordo Ford.
All right, what's happening, man? We back with another video, man. I'm sick and tired of my GoPro, bro. I just scrapped that GoPro. I said to hell with that thing, man. So I'm on my phone with it now. You feel me? So I hope y'all liking the better footage with the phone. You feel me? But that's besides the point. We still reacting, and on this episode, we doing the best and worst career games of NBA legends. I have a feeling already that we're going to talk about LeBron. The thumbnail had Kobe and Michael Jordan on there, so I'm sure they're going to be on there. Probably KD, probably Steph. I see D Wade right here too. I already know some of their best career games. I was fortunate enough to witness some of those games as well. So, yeah, let's just relive some moments and learn some new shit, get some refreshers going with this video. Let's get it on. All right. Make sure the volume is good. Yeah. Let's play.
Between these 10 NBA legends, there are 28 championships, 23 scoring titles, and 18 MVPs. But despite their greatness, each of them had games where they played horribly. These are the best and worst games of NBA legends. And something very strange had been happening to LeBron James in the 2011 NBA Finals. It was almost like monstars from Space Jam came to Earth and took away his talent.
Facts.
Because for all his life, LeBron had been dominant and aggressive. And then, during those 2 weeks in July of 2011, both his dominance and his aggression disappeared.
For real.
LeBron already had 2 MVPs. He had made the NBA Finals in 2007. He took over games in the
Give me
playoffs,
that.
and he made buzzer-beating game winners.
I remember this.
Yes! In 2011,
Yeah.
didn't win the MVP, James was widely considered the best player on the planet. And nobody believed that the Dallas Mavericks had any chance of stopping LeBron
I did.
on their way to the championship.
Hold on. I did. Look, I was one of the fans that hated the decision for Bron to go on national TV to announce that he'll be taking his talents to South Beach. I was a fucking hater of that move, bro. And I was a part of the villain, the people that was booing the villain. You feel me? Like, so yeah, I had hope that the 2011 version of Dirk Nowitzki was going to trump all these niggas. And did. And did. How you talking about? He got his revenge from D Wade back in 06. He don't care about LeBron. Bosh. He got his shit back on y'all turf. Fuck you talking about? I was so happy back in 2011. I remember this series like it's yesterday, bro. No cap.
And when the series started, Miami looked like a better team, taking a 2-1 series lead with a 4-point advantage going into the fourth quarter of Game 4. And what happened next, nobody could predict, because LeBron played the worst fourth quarter
Ever.
and the worst game of his career.
Come on, traveling. Come on.
Stretches in the finals, Dallas kept LeBron in check by using Jason Kidd as his primary defender. LeBron hadn't yet become the master of the postgame, and because of the smaller yet very strong Kidd kept poking at the ball, James was unable to attack him off the dribble. And because the Heat had poor shooting around LeBron, the Mavericks used a hybrid zone defense, with Tyson Chandler always lurking to cut off James's driving lanes. So the Mavs took LeBron out of his comfort zone, and he was unable to penetrate inside the paint, which was his biggest strength. And LeBron's other great strength, his unselfishness, turned out to be his greatest weakness in these finals. Because he was always conditioned to play efficient, team-friendly basketball, LeBron wasn't trying to play hero ball and take contested jump shots. So he passed the ball and stayed completely passive. James finished Game 4 with a disastrous 8 points, which was his career low, and only the 8th time in his career that he failed to score 10 points. James took just 1 shot in the fourth quarter and had only 1 assist, making just 3 field goals the entire game. And while it's true that the Mavericks outsmarted the Heat and that LeBron wasn't put in the best position to be effective, James fires away short. He still should have been more aggressive and at least tried to put the Mavericks in foul trouble. But he remained passive and was the main reason why the Heat lost the 2011 championship. And 11 months after that loss, which was the most embarrassing moment of LeBron's career,
in the garden.
Another playoff disappointment.
Oh my God, these ads.
With a 3.6 GPA.
90% of students with a 4.
With a 3-2 series deficit to the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 6 was scheduled in Boston, and if LeBron lost that game, his career legacy would take an enormous hit, and he could wave goodbye to all the GOAT comparisons to Michael Jordan and other great winners of the past, and LeBron knew it. For the first time ever, he came into an NBA game knowing that he wasn't going to pass the ball to anybody. With an ice-cold death stare.
This stare right here is probably one of the most iconic "this is my moment and nobody's taking it away from me" moment or look of all time, bro. Of all time, bro. Like, see, as it say, bro.
On his face, LeBron dominated like never before. The King kept making one tough basket after another, en route to a 30-point first half, shooting 12 for 13.
I forgot about that part.
Whenever Boston tried to get back into the game, LeBron shut up the crowd with another clutch shot.
Jab. Okay, he learned that from Melo for sure.
With 7 minutes to go, the Celtics were down by 25 points, and Coach Rivers pulled his 4 Hall of Fame players to the bench. James single-handedly dismantled the Celtics and sucked the air out of TD Garden.
And the TD Garden has grown very quiet. LeBron James and the Heat right now putting on a clinic.
45 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Come on.
If the game wasn't such a blowout, he likely would have finished with 50 points and 20 rebounds in what was one of the best performances in NBA history. Honorable mention goes to Game 5 of the 2007 Eastern Conference Finals against Detroit, when LeBron scored 48 points, including the 29 of the last 30 points the Cavs scored.
I remember this shit too.
And 2 overtimes.
Because I was going for the Pistons. I remember this shit. Look at his head.
And just like LeBron, this next Hall of Famer
Kobe.
had 8 legendary games in the playoffs.
Hey, Kobe.
However, his best ever game happened
Come
in
on,
the
the
regular
81.
season.
Yes,
But
sir.
it wasn't only the best game for him. It was also the best regular season game in NBA history, or at least of games that were actually televised.
Yeah.
Of course, we're talking about Kobe Bryant and his 81-point
Yeah.
game against the Raptors. Similar to LeBron's Game 6, Kobe was in a different zone, never once thumping his chest, not celebrating a single basket, with the sole mission to destroy the Raptors as much as possible.
Kobe guarded by Mo Peterson. Kobe pump fake for 2. Kobe's got the Laker record.
Rest in peace, Black Mamba. Rest in peace, man.
This game was the essence of Kobe Bryant as a basketball player. Extremely dedicated, skilled beyond measure, enjoying every second of the game, and not noticing anything else but the game. Hitting an array of difficult shots and leaving the arena with a win.
Listen to this crowd for number 8, Kobe Bryant. History tonight at Staples Center.
Bryant finished with video game-like numbers the NBA hasn't seen since the days of Wilt Chamberlain. 81 points, 28 of 46 shooting, 7 of 13 from 3, along with 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, and a block. And this best game of Kobe's career happened against Jalen Rose, just like the worst game of Bryant's career. It was
That's crazy how you could have the best game and the worst game of your career versus somebody or a team. But in this case, somebody. And it just so happened to be Jalen Rose. Crazy.
It's Game 5 of the 2000 NBA Finals, and everybody expected a heroic performance from Kobe. Because in Game 4, when Shaq fouled out, Bryant put the Lakers on his back, hitting clutch shots and winning the
I remember
game
that too.
Shaw, running one-hander, followed in by Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
The Lakers have a 3-1 lead.
I remember that.
But in Game 5 was the polar opposite. Kobe had one of
Cash.
the worst playoff games of his career and ended with 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 fouls, and with horrible
Damn!
4 of
5
20
fouls,
shooting,
4 of
as the
20 from the
Pacers won
field.
game by 33 points.
They won by
One of the
33.
nights that Kobe will
Damn.
remember. In Game 4, he was sensational. Tonight,
These niggas won by 33. That's crazy.
never really got his rhythm.
Now, Kobe's greatest idol had
MJ.
so many legendary games that it's extremely hard to choose the
Huh.
best one. Michael Jordan had 69 points in the regular season against the Cavs.
Okay.
Turn out the lights. That's 69 for Jordan, and the Cavs take time.
He poured 63 on Larry Bird on the Celtics in the 86 playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Miller Lite, most valuable player
A
in the
young
game,
MJ.
Michael Jordan, with an
With the
all-time
hair.
record 63
points in a single playoff game.
And dropped 55 against Barkley in the 93 finals.
And one.
And Michael Jordan with 55 points.
But the most memorable of all of MJ's iconic games is the last time he suited up for the Chicago
The shot, baby.
Bulls of the 1998
Yeah.
In a hard-fought series against the Jazz, Jordan made a crucial steal in the
Give me that.
final minute of Game 6. The Bulls down by 1. He ran down the court, crossed over Byron Russell, and then swished the mid-range jumper to give the Bulls a 1-point lead.
Skip.
Okay.
Okay.
Chicago with the lead.
After Stockton missed the last-second heave, the Bulls celebrated their 6th title, and Jordan walked away with
That boy Jordan. I got 6 of them, y'all. 6.
Won their sixth.
Yeah, I got 6 of them, y'all. Yeah.
And it's their second three-peat.
In that Game 6, Michael scored 45 points, more than half of all Bulls points.
Oh, jeez,
It
I didn't know
wasn't his
that.
most efficient game, as MJ only had
Come
1 assist and
on.
1 rebound. Statistically, he had better games.
1 assist, 1 rebound, 45 points. Come on, MJ. Come on, man. Come on, man.
But with the iconic game winner that was a cherry on top of his phenomenal Bulls tenure, Game 6 was the greatest game of his career.
Yeah.
But when it comes to his worst game, Jordan didn't have many. MJ scored less than 10 points in only 13 games of his career. And most of them happened while he was on a minute restriction after an ankle injury in his sophomore season. In the playoffs, his airness never scored less than 10, and he was so good that many of his games got a special name.
Brother, hang time. Hold on, bro. Hold on. I gotta go back to this. The fucking hang time.
While he was on a minute restriction after an ankle injury in his sophomore season. In the playoffs, his
Not
airness
here.
never scored less than 10.
Look at that. Look at that. Now, granted, it looked like he holding Patrick Ewing back to give him that extra bit of push to shoot that bitch. But look at that, man. Come on. I haven't seen athleticism like this in the NBA in a while. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to literally just be floating in the air like this, man. I haven't seen it in a while, bro. It's wild.
And he was so good that many of his games got a special name, like the flu game.
Yeah. Them boys tried to poison him with pizza the night before. Still dropped 38 on the head, bro. Look at this. This man finna pass out there.
The double nickel game.
55er. And one.
Or the shrug game.
He was just hot. He was just hot.
And his worst ever game also had a special theme behind it, with the compliments of Nick Anderson, who said that 45 is not 23.
It's 2025. Are you still applying for jobs like it's 2020? You know, endless applications, copy pasting resume.
After his father passed away, Jordan played baseball for a year and a half. And when he returned to the NBA, he wore the number 45. I didn't want to wear 23 because I knew my father wasn't there to watch me. And I felt it was a new beginning. And 45 was my first number when I was playing in high school.
If I lose one, I bounce back like 2-3 to a 4-5. Shout out Big Shine, bro. That's hard.
And in game 1 of the Eastern Semis against the Orlando Magic, Jordan had an off game, scoring 19 points on 8 for 22 shooting, committing 8 turnovers. 2 of those turnovers happened late in the game, and when Nick Anderson stole the ball from Jordan that secured the win for the Magic, he boasted that MJ wasn't as good as he was before, and that number 45 is not 23. And Jordan took that personally. He switched back to number 23 for game 2.
Of course he did.
38 points. For the series, he averaged 31 points on 48% shooting. But still, it wasn't enough as the Magic advanced in 6 games. Now, unlike Kobe or Jordan, whose greatest scoring games were like buckets in waves, when this next player gets hot,
down.
it's like a tsunami. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter
Of all
When
time.
he's in the
Facts.
zone, it looks like a video game.
Uh,
That usually means night-night.
Good
Curry
night.
had plenty of legendary games, like the 54 he scored at the Garden in 2013.
This game and the March Madness run when he was with Davison is what really got him on the map. But this game right here put him on the map for sure as Steph Curry. All right? Nobody was calling him Stephen after this. Steph Curry was born on this night. The babyface assassin, let Mark Jackson tell you. No cap.
46 points he had
I remember
against
this.
OKC in 2016, including this legendary
I remember
game winner
this.
from 38 feet.
Curry, way downtown.
Bang!
Or the career high
62.
against the Blazers in 2021.
Draymond finds him another three. Got it! 62! 62!
But his best ever
That's
game
hot.
came in the 2023 playoffs.
Oh,
In the
yeah.
first round against the
Yeah.
Sacramento Kings.
Yeah.
After winning their fourth title in 2022, Curry and the Warriors struggled in 2023, barely even making the playoffs. The Dubs were on the brink of elimination in the first round. But when it mattered most, Steph took the ball in his hands and kept splashing.
He woke the
Chef
fuck
cooked
up.
The Kings with
50.
points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists.
I remember watching this game live. I was at work. I was rooting for the Kings because the Kings ain't made the playoffs in so long, bro. They had the longest drought in history, but not anymore. And I'm a big De'Aaron Fox fan. I love Fox. Actually, that's my birthday twin too. So shout out to you, De'Aaron Fox. If you're watching it, shout out to you. But yeah, I was rooting for the Kings, my boy. Fox and Sabonis, they were that duo that I thought was really gonna beat these boys. But Steph said, "Nah, bro, nah. My name is Wardell Stephen Curry, and I do this. I do this clearly."
And his 50-point game set the NBA record for most points ever scored in a Game 7.
Curry with Murray on him. Three-pointer. Puts it in. Oh,
How do you do that, bro?
downtown. 50
How do you do that, Steph?
For Steph Curry.
Steph has played in 159 playoff games so far, and he's failed to score in double digits only twice. With one of those,
Damn.
shouldn't even count due to injury. The other time was a 9-point letdown against the Spurs in the 2014 playoffs, but that wasn't his most disappointing game ever. That honor goes to Game 7 of the 2016
Facts.
NBA Finals.
Facts.
The Warriors famously blew a 3-1 lead against the Cavs
Facts.
and failed to win a championship after a record 73-9 season.
Yeah.
Curry finished Game 7 with 17 points on 6 for 19 shooting, with 2 assists and 4 turnovers. And losing that game was surely the most painful moment of Steph's career.
Yeah.
And the guy who recently
The
moved
beard.
behind Steph to number 2 all-time
Beard, the
in
beard.
three-pointers is one of the best pure scorers of this millennium. Choosing
Facts.
his best game is extremely hard. James Harden has scored 40 points or more in 101 games.
Damn. That's a lot of damn games.
23 times, the Beard eclipsed 50 points.
He turned him over! He got turned over at 57 for Harden!
And he scored 60 on 4 occasions.
Harden!
Huh.
Slammed the ceiling!
Come on, man. Come on.
61 for Harden!
Only Wilt, Kobe, and Dame have more 60-point games than Harden.
Damn.
His most efficient game ever was when he scored 60 against the
Chill.
Hawks in 2019, with only 24 attempted
Chill.
field goals. Harden's best statistical game was the 60-point triple-double he had against the Magic.
remember
But
this game, too.
The greatest of his career was in the 2019.
I remember this game. Oh my God. That boy was cooking with hot grease with this game. Especially if they showed a dagger 3. Oh my God. He was cooking with hot grease.
Playing against KD, Steph, Clay, and Draymond, Harden scored 44 points
Yep.
with 10 rebounds, 15
Yep,
assists,
I remember this.
and 2 blocks, with 10 made three-pointers,
Come on.
including the one that won the
Yes,
game.
this one.
Down to 3.
This one.
It's a 3. Good! Good! He got it!
And his worst game also happened against the Warriors in Game 5 of the 2015 Western Conference Finals.
Damn, that's tough, bro. Like I said earlier, it's crazy how you have your best game and your worst game versus either the same player or the same team. Kobe had the same player with Jalen Rose. James Harden got the same team with the Golden State Warriors. That's crazy, bro.
Harden scored 12 points on 2 for 11 shooting. But the worst part wasn't his shot.
Turnovers,
not going in,
probably.
The number of turnovers he had. The Beard turned the ball over 12 times in that game, which is an NBA playoff record.
5 blocks for Howard. Harden!
Yo, this man had a double-double in turnovers.
Harden's teammate on 2 different
Whoa.
teams also knows a thing or two
KD.
about scoring. Kevin Durant has 70 40-point games in the regular season.
Damn.
And 14 more in the playoffs. Now, in 3 of those playoff games, KD played in absolute God mode. And so it's impossible to say which one was better, so we're going to name all 3. The first performance happened in Game 3 of the 2017 Finals against the Cavaliers. Durant's
The dagger
Warriors had
3?
a 2-0 lead in the series.
The walk-up
but in Game
dagger 3?
LeBron
Let
and
me
the
guess.
Cavs had the lead for a majority of the game. Then KD made the deadliest
Yep.
and most important
Yep.
shot of his career.
Yep.
Durant for 3.
Bop.
It's good. Kevin Durant from
Snarl at him,
downtown.
nigga.
And Golden State
Ugh.
takes the lead.
The Cavs never scored after that dagger three, and the Warriors took an insurmountable 3-0 series lead, largely thanks to KD. While the Splash Brothers struggled with their shot, combining for 21 points on horrible 7 for 27 shooting, Durant won them the game with 43 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists, shooting 15
Okay, KD.
for 23 from the field and 6 for 9 from deep. The second game came in the first round of the 2019 playoffs, a few days after KD delivered the most cold-blooded press conference in his career.
I'm Kevin Durant. You know who I am. Y'all know who I am.
After he reminded everybody who he was, he proved it in Game 6, dropping 50 points on the Clippers on 15 for 26 shooting with 6 rebounds and 5 assists.
Yeah.
Durant. It was a masterpiece by Kevin Durant. 50 points for the game.
Every month, this Airbnb pays me in semi-passive income. Now, here's the thing. I don't own it, and I don't pay any rent.
Now, the best statistical game of Durant's career happened after his Achilles injury, which is a miracle in itself. 2 years after suffering the worst injury in basketball, KD returned to play for the Nets, where he played the most efficient basketball of his career. In Game 5 of the Eastern Semis against Milwaukee, everything seemed lost for Brooklyn after injuries to both Kyrie Irving and James Harden. But then, KD entered that zone again, scoring 49 points on 16 for 23 shooting, with 17 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks.
Excuse me. Yeah.
He was almost equally as good in Game 7 of the series, scoring 48 points, including a potential game winner that would send the Nets to the next round.
Here is Durant moving on Tucker.
If his foot was behind the line, bro. If his foot was behind the line with this shot, bro, like KD could have run a ring with Brooklyn. He could have. Because I'm sure he could have beat Phoenix with Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Bridges, DeAndre Ayton. I'm sure they could have beat that team too. But yeah, James Harden could have got his first ring. Kyrie would have got number 2. KD would have got number 3. That's crazy.
But his toe was on the line, and the three-pointer was reduced
Look at
to
that.
2 points, after which the Bucks won the game in overtime. But the worst game of KD's career happened when he was still with the Thunder in 2016 in a first-round series against Dallas. In Game 2, KD scored 21 points, but shot the ball 33 times and made just 7 field goals, including 2 for 11 from 3. To make things worse, he also had just 2 assists and 7 turnovers.
Goodness
A
gracious.
missed game winner from close range as the Thunder lost the game by 1 point. Now, coincidentally, that game was the last playoff win for
Dirk! I think this is Dirk. Is it Dirk?
Still ahead of Kevin Durant on the all-time
Dirk!
score. Of course, it's Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah!
His best game against OKC and a young KD.
Yeah!
Legendary run of the 2011 playoffs. On paper, the Thunder had the better team, but the Mavs had Dirk, who was playing out of his mind.
For real.
In Game 1 of the West Finals,
For real.
Dirk scored 48 points on 12 for 15 shooting.
Let me just say this real quick, bro. 2011 Dirk Nowitzki was the greatest basketball player in that year. Hands down. That's why he won. No one was stopping this guy right here. Not one person. He swept Kobe during this run, bro. Kobe! He swept Kobe during this run, bro. Who's stopping this motherfucker? What? That was great. 2011, bro. Every time I think of 2011, Dirk Nowitzki is the first person I think about. No cap. No cap. That's crazy.
And 24 free throws without a miss, which is an NBA playoff record.
24 free throws? That man went 24 for 24. Come on.
And the Mavericks franchise record for wins was in 2007 when they won 67 games. Then a disaster, as they became just the second number 1 seeded team to lose to the 8th seed in the first round of the playoffs. And during that series against the We Believe Warriors, Dirk played the worst game of his life in the closeout of Game 6. With his team down 3-2, Dirk needed to play at his best to extend the series. He only scored 8 points on 2 for 13 shooting, and the Mavs lost the game by 25.
Damn, what's up with these greats only scoring 8 points? Oh my God. That's wild.
And speaking of great shooters. Here's one that used to be considered
Reggie!
the best of all time, before the likes of Ray Allen, Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard.
It's Miller
Reggie
time.
Miller held the NBA record.
Yeah.
Reggie greatest shooting performance happened in Game 1 of the 1995 East semifinals against the Knicks, with his legendary 8 points in 9 seconds. Up to the final minute, Reggie didn't have the greatest of games. Pacers down by 16, with 18 seconds to go.
Greg
It
Anthony
seemed like the
Filet.
Knicks had the game in the bag. But then it was time for the
It
Reggie
was
show.
Miller
He
time.
killed the Knicks with 2 quick threes and a couple
Oh,
of
no
free
foul,
throws.
no foul, no foul. Turnover. Why would you? I never understood that play. Your teammate fall. You see your teammate fall, and you still threw the ball. Why? I never understood that play. That was that nigga fault, clearly, because you just said, here, Reggie. Here, Reggie. Shoot the ball, Reggie. You got it, bro. Shoot that. Like, duh.
Somehow, Pacers won the game.
Scoop.
Miller hits two. No timeouts. Anthony.
Slips. Game over. Craze. Craze. Craze.
Miller finished with 31 points. And even though he scored more than that on 22 different occasions in the playoffs, 8 points in 9 seconds, well, that's insane. Just like the taunting of Spike Lee in the aftermath of the game. Reggie's worst game ever happened on the biggest stage, in the 2000 NBA Finals.
Okay.
It was his first time in the finals after 13 years in the NBA. And
Okay.
even though he was among the most experienced players on the Pacers, he still succumbed to the pressure. In Game 1, Reggie shot 1 for 16 from the field, with 0 3-pointers and just 7 points.
Damn. 1 of 16. Damn. And he didn't score 8 points. That's crazy. That's crazy.
As the quote-unquote the greatest shooter in the NBA at the time. But before Reggie, it was his coach in the 2000
Yeah,
finals.
Larry
who was considered the greatest shooter
Legend.
in the NBA, with 2 50, 40, 96.
No. We're not gonna slide by that. No, sir. No, sir. This nigga caught a alley-oop 3.
It was his coach in the 2000 finals who was considered the greatest shooter in the NBA, with 2 50, 40, 96.
At the buzzer. Stop playing with Larry Legend.
Times winning the NBA
I remember this too.
three-point contest.
For the money.
I remember this too. Yes, sir.
Larry Bird had a ton of great games, like the 60-point game against the Hawks.
Yo, chill out, bro.
Bird will try and
Why y'all abusing my Hawks, bro? Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. Chill with the Hawks, bro, please.
another jumper and hit it at the buzzer. Bird has 60 points.
Or the 53 he dropped on the Pacers in 33 minutes without
You
a single
it.
three-pointer. However, Larry Bird's statement game, the one that defined him as a player, was the left-handed.
Oh, yeah. Nigga, I forgot about this, bro. I think he scored a triple-double this game. Hold on.
You see, Bird won 2 MVPs in a row and was well on his way to win a third. And it became boring for him to dominate and get motivated for a regular season game. So, before a game with the Blazers, Bird said that he'd only play with his left hand. And the result was 47 points on 62% shooting, with 14 rebounds and 11 assists.
My boy. What? I can tell you this now. There's no NBA player today that can pull off this stat right here. Maybe a decade ago, James Harden, Steph, Westbrook, maybe. But today's NBA, not one soul can pull this stat line off. A 47-point triple-double with 62% field goal percentage. All with your opposite hand? Not your dominant hand, because that's boring. Let me challenge myself and get a triple-double with my opposite fucking hand. Wow, bro. I challenge any NBA player in the NBA today to achieve this stat line. I challenge you. Because I fucking doubt anybody can. And I would love to see it. I would love to. Because this is fucking video game numbers, bro. Real shit. What the fuck did I just see? Oh my God.
Now, Bert can't beat you right there. You got
Hold on, that's his right hand right there, though. Hold on. That's his right hand right there.
Was 47 points on 62% shooting with 14 rebounds and 11 assists.
Now, Bert can't beat you right there.
Yeah, that's his right hand. That's definitely his right hand. So that's probably the one shot he took with his right hand. But everything else was lefty.
Got to keep them under control. They don't.
As Bird goes to 47 points.
Larry was simply that good, and he rarely had a bad game. But they still happened. Against rookie Charles Barkley and his 76ers, Larry scored just 14 points in Game 4 of the Eastern Finals, hitting just 4 of 15 shots with 8 turnovers in an 11-point loss. And the last player on this list is a
D-Wade!
champion and widely considered the third
AKA
greatest shooting
Flash!
guard. Just recently got a statue in Miami. But despite what you may think about the look of the statue, there's no doubt about the look of D-Wade's career.
Yes,
Which had
sir.
Plenty of legendary moments.
Yes, sir.
Extremely quick, bouncy, and fearless when attacking.
Flash.
Yet Wade was a
That's
nightmare
Flash.
for opposing guards.
Yes, sir.
He quickly rose to superstar, winning the NBA championship and the Finals MVP in only his 3rd season.
Yep.
And in those 2006 Finals, Wade averaged 34.7 points per game, which
Yep.
was the 9th best scoring output in Finals history at the time. Wade was especially impressive in Game 3, when he scored 42 points with 13 rebounds, and in Game 5, when he had 43 with 4 assists and 3 steals.
Yeah.
Wade pulls up.
Yeah.
Again. Another extraordinary
Yeah.
Wade.
But his worst game happened in the 2012 Eastern Semis against Indiana. In Game 3, D-Wade scored only 5 points, 2 for 13 shooting, with 5 turnovers in a blowout loss.
Sheesh.
Thanks for watching. And if you like this video, we have another one for you right here.
She 5 points. Damn. And yeah, they played against an Indiana team with a young Paul George, Lance Make It Dan Stevenson, Danny Granger was on that team still, I believe. Roy Hibbert, David West, goddamn George Hill. Yeah, they were loaded, bro. That's one of the few teams that I wish would have won a title, bro. Along with the Lob City Clippers, I wish them boys would have won the title. And the Knicks with Melo, Stoudemire, Champ, JR. Those are 3 teams off the top of my head that I wish won the title, bro. But I think Nonstop has a video where they do break that down. So if I come across it, we'll react to it, bro, for sure. But, man, which one was your favorite, best or worst career moment for these NBA legends that Nonstop Sports has said in their video? Shout out to Nonstop Sports again for the video. And comment that shit down below. Which one was your favorite moment out of this video? Like it up, subscribe it up, and I'll see y'all on the flip ski.